Oh yes, you're welcome back to Heroic Universal Concept International. It's a delight that today I'm editing the web project of one of my troublesome students. It's my questionnaire students. He asks lots and lots of questions. Sometimes it makes me go mad. All right, I've forgotten even your name, Sage. That's how I know you, Sage. But he's quite a brilliant student anyway. Okay, Sage, there's your website. I want to appreciate the job you did. Okay, let's look at the website folder first. CSS folder correct, images correct, include correct. Let's check the inside. Style sheet, okay. Style sheet is okay, but you can also use style anyhow, anyone you want. Okay, any name at all can serve. Images, that's okay. I think your logo is nice. You have a nice logo there. Okay, beautiful. All right, then includes, perfect. Then JavaScript. Oh my god, you see JavaScript, I won't advise you to give it the name Java. You know, Java is another programming language, so giving a JavaScript file Java sounds somehow. Okay, instead of you give it script, you call it scripts. Okay, script.js. That is the perfect name for it, or any other name instead of Java, so it will not confuse some people as if it's a Java file. Okay, so that's by the way. Every other thing perfect. All right, let's quickly open your project. I'm going to change in the base one to yours. Your own is Sage website. Okay, that's Sage website. I think okay, let me remove it from responsive mode first. Okay, I think that's nice. That's nice. Sage, you did well. Okay, but let's look at let's quickly look at your slider. I think my number one observation, let me look at my own website, the one you are duplicating. Okay, let's start from there first. Let's start from there. This is the website you are duplicating, this particular website. That's what we are duplicating, you know. Okay, now if you watch this slider, you're going to see, you're going to notice a difference between the way my slider is rolling and the way yours is rolling. It shows that you missed something. There's something you missed. There are stuff I added in my own. I added to my slider, you failed to add to yours. You know, this actually, this, you see how this slide is moving? It will come, then it will now go back. Okay, it will fly in. Once it comes in, it will now move back. But your own is not doing that. Your own is just moving. Do you see how your own is moving? So you still have a work to do there. Go back to the tutorial. Do not rush anything. Do exactly I mean what I did, for you to get exactly the same result. I'm not saying that your slider just moving like this is not perfect, but I want you to duplicate. You know, you are learning. Okay, I want you to duplicate what I did. I'm testing your ability to replicate. Like someone gives you a website right now as a professional, and that person tells you to replicate that website, that he wants his website to look like that one. Okay, how can you do that? That is the essence of this project you are doing. Okay, and even this one you are replicating is simple. It's a very simple website. Okay, so that is it. So go back and look at this slider. Try your best to duplicate it accordingly. Very, very important. Okay, check where you made mistakes and correct it. Okay, so all right, so try your best to work further on this slider. I want it to be replicated to look more or less like my own. Okay, all right, so I just know that okay, let me check this one. Let me check this one on. Actually I would have preferred that you use the same pictures I used. Maybe you don't have your hands on it. Okay, so that it will have the same width and height. Okay, but let me explain something here for you, please. Whenever someone tells you to duplicate something, like the person tells you that he wants a website to look exactly like so website, maybe he sent you a website, be conscious of measurement too. Watch my own now. Do you see the measurement of my own from here to here? Okay, we look at your own, quite big, as in the width is quite and that's because of the image you used. Watch my own. This is how it is. This is how it is. This is how it is. Okay, all the images are the same size, no difference, they are the same size. Now watch your own. Do you see they are not the same size? Some are bigger, some images are bigger, some are smaller. And you told me you're a graphic designer. The first thing you have to do is you would have used this image, okay, then you go to CorelDRAW, make them to be the same size, okay, then export them as a JPEG file. Try to make them to be close to this size, okay, this dimension. Do you understand me? Let them be the same size, so that if you use them, you will not have this effect of some bigger, some smaller. Do you understand me? And again, you see the color I use for this overlay. Now do you see your own color? You use green. Always follow instruction. When you are given instruction, don't do your own, don't add your own color. Add exactly the same color as your tutor. Do you understand me? Exactly what you're told to do it exactly that way. Okay, so because if this is an exam now, I'm going to score you, I'm going to minus some mark from here. Do you get me? But anyway, you did a good job. Try the best. Try your best. Okay, but just know that you still have to work on the image size here. So my problem here is the image size. Every other things you got it right. Okay, then coming down here. All right, I think you got this one quite correct. Looks great. Even the button you got it. Okay, there's a mistake in the button here. You didn't make a space between this small button and this greater than sign, two greater than sign. Even though later in my subsequent tutorials I'm going to show you guys how to use the font awesome to add stuff like this. Okay, instead of using greater than sign, okay, you can use font awesome. That will be my next tutorial. Okay, but you got it right. You got the button right, but you see my own has space, small space between more product and this sign. But your own, there's no space. More button. You see more button. Oh, you made a mistake here. It should be more products. More products. So you have to be conscious of spelling. Extremely important. Yeah. Then coming down here, I think you got it right. Everything here, you're quite right. Okay. Now let's look at this. If you look at my own, the space between here and here, and here and here, and all the same thing. If that wasn't what you did, you centered, you place it at the center, you would have followed my instruction. Okay, you would have followed my instruction. You wouldn't have placed it at exact center. Okay, you would have followed my instruction and do it exactly the way I did it. I'm not saying your own is wrong, but I'm looking at how you were able to follow my instruction. Okay, there one more thing I would have done to my own, but I didn't do it. But I want to use this opportunity to teach you that for your own, okay, so that in subsequent projects you consider that. So when you have a heading like this, try to give space, give a margin, a little margin at the bottom margin, okay, before the content, So the heading will be a bit on top, then the content of the heading will shift a bit below, so there will be small space here, okay, under the heading, small space, okay. So that's how it's supposed to be. But anyhow, you truly tried. All right, then you complained about responsiveness. I checked your responsiveness. You told me that, you know, in my tutorial, actually, when I was doing this tutorial, Chrome has not updated they've not made their latest update. Okay, but right now they updated their browser in such a way that steps you're going to follow to get to responsive mode in Chrome has changed. Okay, it has changed. So for you now to get to responsive mode in your computer using Chrome browser, this is how you do it. Just click here, click on more tools, then you click on responsive design mode, then you get to responsive design mode. You get that? Just know that whenever you encounter issue like this, try to explore, okay, try to click on a lot of things, especially when I'm not available. You know, I was sick then. Okay, just click on a lot of options, try so many options to get to your result. Just know that they will continue to do the updates, so they continue to change a lot of steps. Okay, and you know, once a video is made, that video is made. So when something is changed, I might later update it, but if I have not updated it at that moment, try your best to go around, find a way to go around it. Most times it's not usually difficult to find your way out. Okay, so but let me check your responsive mode. Let me see if you're able to do anything in this regard. You see, you've not worked on the responsiveness at all. You've not worked on the media queries, so that is where you are going to work on seriously. So devote your time working on that. Devote your time, okay, work on it, because you've not worked on it at all. You see, when I drag this, you see, so you see you've not worked on it. So devote your time. Now that you've seen how you can get to responsive mode, if you want to go out of it the same way, just click on more tools, click on responsive design mode, come out of it. Okay, so I think that's another thing you have to do. So they said, then when you are done with this responsive mode and you are done with these little corrections, pass this back to me. Then when you pass it, the next thing you have to do is you have to start coding your own website. You know, this one is you replicating what I did. I want you to begin to plan a design of your own website. Okay, if you know, maybe you want to start an ICT consulting company. Okay, an ICT company, your own ICT company. Okay, start now. I think I've seen your logo. You now have a logo. Use it. Create powerful website. Use your own imagination. Create powerful websites. That powerful website is not going to look like this my own. It's going to look different. Use your own color, your own brand color. Okay, your own design, your own imagination. Create amazing stuff. Okay, that particular website is what you are going to use for your front-end web development competition. You don't have to rush creating it. Take your time, do it very well. Do it very well. Don't rush it. Do it very well. You will pass it much later, but now concentrate on making it look powerful. Okay, because if it's powerful, then you stand a chance of winning the competition. You understand me? But first of all, make all these necessary corrections, finish the responsive media, then finish everything necessary, then before you start your own business website, your own company website. Okay, which is what we are going to use for your competition. Thank you so much. Let me see if I can quickly go through other pages. think other pages are nice. There's a problem here too. You see, the sizes are not equal. So you need to work on giving this equal size. Maybe you might need to work on adding what do you call it, flex basis here. Adding flex basis so that it will expand a little bit, so that all this text will be on the same line. Electronic iron and all this, they will be at the same line. Okay, add flex basis so that it will expand a little bit. Just work on it, but before you work on it, look at my own tutorial. Once you look at my tutorial videos, you see how I worked on it, because you missed something there. You were trying to apply your own and you miss it. So whenever I give instruction, obey that instruction to the letter. Don't apply your own. The only time you will apply your own is when you start creating your own business website. Know that everything you're going to do there is your own imagination, but this one is you replicating what I did. So you have to replicate it to look exactly like mine. Do you understand me? Thank you so much. You did well. I appreciate it.